Us, to my Shukukai family. I just want to show a little bit of a pattern of something I do in my class that I find works very well with the students. So whether you're a beginner student, intermediate student, or advanced student, you could be doing this. I've been doing it 45 years and I love doing this drill. Very simple. So the way we start, we're going to work on the 3 basic punches by setting. So the first one will be Gyakuzuki, Maikenzuki, and we finish with Oyazuki. So what we want to try to do is, as you do those 3 techniques, it's like what the shirt says, every punch matters. So once you understand the drill, and you can do it without thinking about the drill, then you can start putting the pieces of the technique into the drill, whatever you decide you want to work on. So from a beginner's point of view, you could work just turning the wrist, turning the hands, as simple as that, and make sure they can do that. Then maybe you want to start working keeping the shoulders down. One way we work on keeping the shoulders down, think of Seienshin, this position. So that would be my starting position, that could be my punching position. But that's how the shoulders work. You don't roll the shoulder, that's more the position. Then you pick it up, that's where you start. So, again, start out with Gyakuzuki, come back to Maikenzuki, and we go to Oyazuki. And what we try to do on Oyazuki is keep the heel down. Because one of the common problems we have is that in the tournaments, people will come up on the front foot lifting the heel up, which you can see takes the center of gravity and moves the 2 forward. In a kata, you want to show more balance. So, I'll do a couple slow. So you start out with Gyakuzuki. Then you have to find out how you get back to Maikenzuki and finish with Oyazuki. So I'll do a couple. So here's one way to do it. You can do it singular. 1, 2, and then finish with 3. Now, another way to do it could be 1, 2, and then slow on 3. Making sure the heel's down. Making sure the third leg's down. Making sure the shoulders are down. Then you try to put them together. 1, 2, 3. All right? And see, stop. And what I'm finding is my front leg, 1, 2, is moving very sharp. My front leg coming back, you can feel 1, because I'm not stepping with the leg. I'm using my body to move my legs. A lot of what I'm saying, I know you all understand. So, when you do this drill, 1, 2, 3, you decide what you're working on. Am I working on my shoulders? Am I working on keeping my heel down? Am I working on keeping my posture? What we've been working on in my school is taking the stance and making it as narrow as you possibly can. So, in a wide stance, I don't have to know anything. But as you start to make the stance narrower, which is much more effective, much faster, gets more weight into your technique, now you have to be more proper. If I don't get that third leg set, my hinge set, I do something like this, I won't be able to get into the narrow stance. And remember, if you can practice the narrow stance, you can do the wide stance anytime. So let me try a couple today. 1, 2, 3. And see. Stop. 1, 2, 3. Then you try to get them all together. 1, 2, and 3. All right? 1, 2, 3. And then the last part, we're working on transition. You can do it very relaxed, very slow. 1, 2, 3. Remember, the end of one punch is the beginning of the next punch, which is the end of the last punch. So, when kata's being done, you don't want to do kata, hit, hit, hit. You want to have a flow to the kata. A nice flow to the kata. Nice 1, 2, 3. And 3, we're trying to keep that back heel down. Now, how I started thinking about this, after Mr. Kimura died, Shihan Chris came up with a great idea of doing a punching technique 1, 2. And then he added the kick to it. So I started finding you take these drills, put what you want into it, and work on that. So the way Mr. Kimura would explain it, you have a juggler, puts a stick. He's got one plate working. That plate is balancing very well. Then you add another one. And maybe a third one. But what do you have to do next? Go back to this plate. Keep it working. The next one. Keep it working. Then let's do another one. So that's your technique. Whatever technique you're working, you're trying to keep that plate moving. So, again, you can use it for speed, you use it for transition, and whatever technique you want to do, whatever you're working on, this is a good drill that you can use. Thank you.